Come on, coach, give us a shot.
Oh, I ain't even mean it. Bruh. Let me see how this game going to go.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the USC Trojans taking on the Florida Gators. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
USC gets set here, first and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job of picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, Flynn. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Flynn. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big-time run there by Anderson. Give him 52 yards on the ground. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that'll up the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
Oh,
and instead, it works opposite.
And he gets it
God
inside
damn,
the 10
he
and
just
the
caught 3 people.
That good for 19 and a first down. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players.
That's what I should have
We've
made.
got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital, and that's a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do, and they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, good footwork on this. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Gators have jumped out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Oh yeah, you talking about
Here's Florida.
everybody talking about that.
Back out to kick it off.
That nigga is a walking meme right now.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive
Yeah,
started.
right,
And
nigga.
last time able to get 3. So they wanted 6,
Could've
but they
just
got
stuck
at
to
least something. They
basketball.
mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take
I
it.
said from Mike Tyson in that,
But this time on offense, they don't even want
yeah,
to see
that
the
Mike
field
Tyson
kicker
fight,
out on the field. They want that ball.
nobody got nothing. That shit end up being a draw.
He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books, 8-3 our score.
Trojans 3.
Throwing on first down. Flynn. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just
That's battle rap
About
for
the
you.
discipline that they showed on defense, because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Tackle made at the 30.
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming right, this is Anderson on the toss.
The only time I'm not
The
hooping.
second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings
That's
up
cool,
3rd
though.
down.
Once I get done with this game, I'm pulling them
On
up.
3rd down, it's Anderson. And spins away. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job.
And look at this. It's a fake. Out to his left. And he's going to let it go deep.
Oh, that was
This
a...
is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down carry here for Charles. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run from the gun with Charles.
Orlando Charles, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
He rifles one that's
Bro, we
intercepted.
keep getting interceptions.
Picked off
Like,
at the 30. He's at the 40. 20.
I should have did all that first. It's cool, though. He's going to get another touchdown.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Spins by. And now running right. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. To Marcus Jennings with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Trojans take over 1st and 10. At
the SC offense about set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Catch that. Let's go. Interception.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
3rd interception.
Picked off at the 46.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. Out of it.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Jennings. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Rolling to his right.
Catch that. Oh, he almost intercepted.
But it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. From 17 yards out. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, I should have threw it.
The conversion is no good.
It would have been a bullet.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This complete to the tight end, Clay. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Redskins did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That kick was
We
so
reach
fucking
halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
These motherfuckers keep going in second.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Boy, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here's Ellington. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdowns scored in this game.
He keep making it go down there. Why is he throwing it down there?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Fights through and now a crease. And he's It's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, Florida. Jennings. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Spins past it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. To try here for the extra point.
We know that
I'm almost done with this game while I in like the third half.
That touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Gators 28, Trojans 3.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake. Flynn. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Flynn. And he locates Walker. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the score.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack. is it?
Now they're looking. The momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flynn. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Oh, he should have caught that.
By Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. From the gun, Flynn. His throw incomplete.
Intended for number 82.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 4th down, Flynn. That's complete right around the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. The Trojans come up now 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Flynn. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Loss of 2 yards.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 3rd down, It's Anderson. Powerful running. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Oh, twisting away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down. Here's the run with Anderson.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Ellington, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
All right, the game is
28, Trojans 3.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake up. What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position.
I knew this dude
I mean,
was
you
a
could have
hater.
just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
I swear to God, I ain't said me. Oh my God.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the top travel destination.